If you are interested in dried chicken for backcountry cooking, in this video I'll show you how to prepare Instant Pot dehydrated chicken, and we'll compare it to canned. The key to getting chicken that rehydrates well is to coat it with starch. Let's start by cooking up a potato. That's going to supply the starch. We'll need 1 1/4 cup of water plus a 1/2 teaspoon salt for our cooking liquid. To that we'll add a teaspoon of chicken bouillon base. Peel 1 potato. The potato will provide the starch that helps the chicken to reabsorb the water. Cube the potato. Add the cooking liquid plus the potato to your Instant Pot. Close and lock the lid. Make sure you close the pressure valve. We'll cook on manual for 3 minutes. I used a whole chicken. Boneless chicken breasts are far easier, but I wanted to try something different, and I also made some great chicken soup as a byproduct of the process. Remove the legs. Cut off the breast meat into thin slices. Cut off the dark meat. In retrospect, it probably wasn't worth it to try to remove the dark meat, but it adds a little extra flavor. Lay the meat strips between parchment sheets. Cover with a second sheet of parchment. Pound flat to tenderize. Turn over and repeat on the other side. Repeat with the second half of the chicken. I found I needed to start with fresh parchment paper as it got a little bit ripped up in the first step. Rough cut the aromatics, including 1 onion, a carrot, and a stalk of celery. We'll also add 1 clove of garlic. While we were preparing our aromatics, the potato finished cooking. Mash up the potato a bit. Add the aromatics. I included a 1/2 lemon too. Some freshly ground black pepper. Add the tenderized chicken strips to the Instant Pot. I used the Instant Pot rack for the chicken carcass to make it easy to lift it out when I was all done. Add the chicken carcass for flavor and for soup. Cook on manual for 15 minutes. "15 minutes can go by pretty quickly with time-lapse photography. While it was cooking, I chopped up some leftover barbecue chicken for a comparison test. So we'll actually compare 3 different kinds of chicken: barbecue, canned, and Instant Pot. Load the barbecue chicken onto the tray. Now we'll prep the canned chicken for comparison. I used Trader Joe's canned chicken breast. Our whole chicken is done. Remove the carcass. Remove and drain the cooked chicken. I used a slotted spoon to leave the broth in the Instant Pot. The carcass needed about 15 more minutes, but after that it made great soup. Our cooked chicken is drained. Break up the bigger pieces. Large chunks won't rehydrate well. In retrospect, I should have cut them up into slightly smaller pieces than what's shown here. Load onto 2 trays. I dehydrated for 12 hours at 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The meat was nice and dry and crispy by the end. Here's the Instant Pot result, the canned chicken result, and the barbecue chicken result. Our 12.5 ounce can of chicken dried out to 2.4 ounces of chicken. With the Instant Pot chicken, we started out with about 6.5 pounds total, and that reduced to just over a half a pound of dehydrated chicken. All right, let's prep for rehydration. I'll take about 1/3 of a cup of each of the types of dried chicken and put it into a freezer bag for rehydration. I'll pretend I'm out in the backcountry and use my jet boil to heat the rehydration water. Most foods will rehydrate much better in hot water than they will in cool water. We'll add our boiling water to the chicken. I use the jet boil as a cozy when I'm out in the field. It keeps the rehydrating food warm. Set the timer for 20 minutes. This is about typical. Okay, so it's time for the big reveal. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Here's our barbecue chicken. Canned and Instant Pot. Little excess water in there, but that's no big deal. We can drain that out. So one of the things that's pretty apparent right up front is the barbecue chicken is pretty darn tough. So let's give this a taste. Kind of has the texture of cardboard, hard cardboard. So now let's try the can. This is smaller flakes, so you'd expect that it would rehydrate better. Pretty good. The canned chicken, not quite like it just came out of the can, but it's not bad. Now for the moment of truth. Our Instant Pot chicken. Definitely softer than the barbecue. Not quite as good of a texture as the canned, but very edible, very doable. This is success. I would definitely throw this in with some couscous or some noodles, and it'd be a very great source of protein. Obviously, it needs a little more flavor. After sitting in the water, it's had a lot of the flavor washed out, so it needs some herbs and spices. But it's really not bad at all. Quite good. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like or subscribe below.